Yeah, we're in Gulfport now. We just left California over the drug deal that I made out there, and I decided to quit the Merchant Marines, and so I went down to Mississippi to stay with my parents and also my Aunt Teen. And while I was living with my Aunt Teen, she worked at Gus Stevens for 20 something years. I used to go by and see her, and she and I'd go down there and talk to Gus and all that periodically. I drove her down a couple of times in my old '59 Corvette to work, and we'd sit around drinking and talking and carrying on, and it ended up Gus needed me to. This is in the summer of '68, and Gus Stevens needed some help, and my aunt volunteered my labor to go out and again move hay in his barn out on his farm. So another boy that worked for Gus and I were out there, and we were unloading all this hay off this wagon in this shed and throwing these bales. I don't know if they're pretty heavy, 50-pound bales up in the loft and stacking them. And down there was an old, I guess, a Buick Invicta 4-door that was crushed all the way to the back of the roof was all crushed in all the way back to the back seat. And the kid says, that's the one old James Mansfield killed in. I think it was a green or blue. I can't remember. I think it was an old green colored Buick. And I got down and looked at it real close. No blood, nothing like that. But anyhow, it was interesting that he told me a story, or she did. I can't remember which. Told me the story that it was Gus Stevens' Gus Stevens' boyfriend that was driving the car. And that night that they left, they were pretty high and drinking, I guess, or whatever. But anyhow, he ended up crashing that car in the back of a tractor trailer that was parked or stopped. I don't know which. But it was kind of interesting to find out that's what happened to her. My Aunt Teen didn't think much of her, of James Mansfield, nor that Haggerty guy or whoever she was with, that muscle guy, because they talked pretty nasty and raunchy, and she didn't like that. Little did she know that she was living with one that's probably as raunchy as they were. Anyhow, you guys take care. Just another interesting note to tell you about. Bye now.